It's the Machine of Nonsense, episode 48, and we are doing our What's Coming in October episode. I'm your host, Eric, joined as always by Kayla.
Hello, hello.
And we've got Mike on the pod.
Yes.
And Ryan.
Hola.
They are exhausted, fresh from the battles, the finale of the Bracket of Nonsense. Our last episode, we concluded the Bracket of Nonsense. It was great. George Costanza won it all. So hopefully you've listened to episode 47, and this isn't a massive spoiler. I don't know why you'd be listening to these episodes out of order, but George Costanza
coming
won.
in October.
Yeah, you're right. So... maybe I'll put a spoiler warning in the beginning of this. So guys, what has everyone been up to? It's been, with all of the Bracket and Nonsense stuff, it's been a while since we've sat down and had a little discussion of what we've been watching, playing, etc. Ryan, what you been doing, man?
Still playing Fallen Order, been doing some Valheim again, so they got an update, been watching that new Star Wars Visions, trying to give it a good solid chance. Been watched Always Be My Maybe on Netflix, that rom-com I really enjoyed. Good, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's about it so far.
Kayla, what have you been thinking of What If? I haven't taken your pulse on the most recent episodes.
Because they're not technically fully connected. There are some that are better than others, so it's easier to be like, oh, I like, some of the earlier episodes. I didn't like the latest episode so much. I just felt like it could have done more.
Like today's episode?
No, I'm sorry. I should.
Oh, okay.
The Thor episode.
Today's episode was badass.
Oh boy!
Exciting. See, that's it's hard to take it as a whole because
yeah,
they're
I get you.
so different. Sometimes they hit, sometimes they miss.
Yeah, I'm experiencing the same thing with Visions as well, and it's cool. I like every week not knowing which. Oh, Ryan, you don't like it at all so far?
Okay, all right. We'll get to that.
Eric, I have not watched anything, so
I don't want to spoil
it.
Clean it up.
I'll say I liked some of it.
Yeah, me.
Some of it.
I'm 4 in, and I went from either loving it to being on some, but it's just exciting. I don't know. I welcome the idea after having all these long sagas and everything of just having some nice one-offs,
bite-sized things you can just. Yeah. I enjoyed the length for sure. Any longer, I would have been like, I'm out.
30-minute episodes?
Less, really, some of them.
First episode, I want a whole.
The first episode was fucking solid.
See, I like the two of you kind of discussing it, especially because Ryan, you're a big Star Wars fan, and Mike, you're really not, So I do appreciate your guys' opinions of it. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I can't wait to check it out. So
what I love so far is it's just you're able to see the same toys and the same tech and the same everything, but with some fresh eyes on it, some fresh,
fresh face.
And they do some really cool twists on what we know in that universe. It's cool.
Yeah, they took a bunch of series of famous Japanese animators, at various anime, and you can, if you watch any anime any degree, you kind of that's clearly from that.
Yeah,
and and it's fresh to see that their take and how they do it differently, and things are over the top. Sometimes they're cute and subtle, and you just enjoy the story for what it was. So I appreciate the animators what they did, but it feels like for some of them they didn't have a lot of time to do it. It feels very Animatrix if you've ever seen that before. So
I guess Ryan, you're kind of there's a lot of anime fans on this pod, but I'm not. But you're definitely a connoisseur of anime. From an animation standpoint, does it stand out? Is it generic? Are you liking just from a strictly visual standpoint?
I'd have to judge episode basis. I think some are extremely mediocre, and some are like, oh shit, that's really fucking awesome. Because I don't know, and anime these days, like all the stuff that's like really popular, animation's like next level, really fucking amazing and good shit. So it's hard to judge as a whole. So I just say episode basis. They vary quite a bit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I hate the dubbing though. Dubbing wasn't good.
Oh no. Well, figure it out. I'll watch the sub version.
I cut you guys off when we went on that tangent. You guys were talking about like what if and what else you guys been.
No. Kayla, has there been anything new for you at all?
New
aside
that
from
we've
what if?
been up to and watching? We watched 9 Perfect Strangers.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Thank you for reminding me. Yeah.
Yeah, finished it.
What'd you think?
I liked it. I definitely thought the ending would be different. Have you finished it, Mike?
Not yet. I got a couple more to go.
I hope you finish it. Yeah,
I finish it.
I want to. I
want to especially know your take on the ending. I don't know if I'm putting too much into it, but in my mind, it's kind of up for interpretation, but it might not be. I don't know. I want to know if I'm like out there with it. So
same. I'd like to know what you.
Yeah, Ryan watched it.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked the ending.
Yeah. I liked it. I just thought in my mind it was going one way, and the ending is not how I pictured. So that's all.
Yeah.
Eric finished Hades.
Oh man,
yes.
I know it's what, a year and a half old game at this point now, right? Like, great. But go out there if you haven't played Hades. That game is something special. It's one of those games I had heard nothing but great things about it for a year. Like all of last year, it was up for Game of the Year, and all these things, and it just lived up to the hype. And for me, like, and that's rare. A lot of times I'll hear about a game, check it out, and it won't be for me, or I'm just it's okay, whatever. And especially it's in a genre that I have almost no like experience in or love for or anything like that. But cool ass game, cool, fun.
It was very pretty. I loved the colors and the look of it.
Music was stellar.
Music was great.
Really dug the music. Yeah.
The voice actor for Zagreus is the same person who did the music.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that. That's awesome.
What else? He did something else too,
Skelly.
Right?
He was Skelly as well, the skeleton.
Nice.
Yeah, we looked it up. It's pretty good. So that's what we've been up to, unless anyone had anything else.
Oh, I have a bunch.
I was about to say, you didn't even ask Mike. I was still trying
to
think what we did.
He went on a Visions tangent.
Fuck Mike.
What do you got, Mike? Come on.
Finished Forgotten City.
Ooh.
I enjoyed it. It kind of wasn't the game I went in thinking it was going to be like a puzzle focused, like heavy, like mind bendy kind of game, and it's not. And it was still pretty cool. Been playing Eastward on Switch as well. It started as just a straight up kind of Zelda clone, a 16-bit Zelda clone, and mixed with some Earthbound, kind of the writing and the sense of humor. But I found out that this game is like 30-something hours long.
Oh boy!
And the story has it's going places a little bit. It's doing some things. So I'm gonna try to keep chipping away at that as well. Maybe check back in with that if it goes well. And Selena and I have started a Nightmare on Elm Street watch. It's been fun.
Shit.
You're a little early, but
Season.
that's fine.
It's September. It's late September. They're perfectly allowed.
Fall vibes. Let's go. Spooky times.
We have so many spookies to watch. We had to get a little head start.
I like it. I'll allow it.
And,
I'll allow it for the purposes of this podcast. I will allow it.
Early
watched-
Johnny Depp, right? Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've watched the first two. I see why people dislike the sequel. It wasn't great, but first one still holds up. We're gonna watch the best one, in my opinion, number 3, Dream Warriors.
Oh
tonight.
yes. Dream Warriors.
So,
I've only
yeah.
seen 1 and 5.
Really?
Specifically,
Nice.
remember we had like a VHS that like recorded Freddy 5 on it, and that's just what we watched all the time.
Is that the one where he kills someone inside of a Super Nintendo game?
Maybe.
What's on the
If it
power
is,
glove, dude?
That's one that I've
Freddy
seen.
glove.
It's with the baby. There's a baby.
Have
Man,
you
so
seen?
many of those movies. HBO has them all, so we're.
Oh, nice. Do they have the remake? The remake from
Yep.
Okay. I
Yeah.
kind of dug that one. I think you
George
and me
Jackson,
actually
yeah.
went and saw that one, Ryan. I'm pretty sure we went and saw the Nightmare on Elm
Did we?
Street at the Kennedy. I think
That was a scary movie, dude.
it was pretty good. Yeah, it was pretty
It
solid.
was pretty good. It was campy.
Rorschach was Freddy, so that was pretty
No,
cool.
it was fucking terrible.
I don't know. I kind of dug that one. It's just a straight, almost
Yeah.
not shot for shot, but pretty damn close, remake. So
I think we're doing that one last. I would think.
I dug
just
it.
to bookend,
It's okay.
Yeah.
The franchise. I don't think we're gonna do like Freddy versus Jason. We'll see.
What? That's so good.
Yeah, I like that one too, but we'll see. We'll see.
Then you're obligated to do the Jason movies.
We had started that reboot one some nights ago and didn't get far.
Was it good? I didn't see the reboot one.
I don't know that one.
We didn't really
Oh, okay.
click with it.
Well then.
So
All right.
I don't really like the Freddy series at all. So, but yeah, that's what I've been up to.
I guess now that Mike has had his say, I guess
Thank
we
you.
should get on to what's coming in October. So we've done a bunch of these. We try to do, a what's coming in the upcoming month, all the cool movies, TV, and video games that are coming out. October is stacked, so I had to change this one up a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is go in quick succession of an honorable mentions list. And if we want to talk about any of these, we certainly can. They're all notable in their own ways, but we have so many things to talk about that I didn't want to spend too much time. So starting it off with the honorable mentions for October. The Many Saints of Newark, October 1st, HBOMax in theaters. This is the prequel to The Sopranos. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl coming October 5th for everything. PC, Switch, Xbox, PlayStation. This is basically Smash Brothers, but with Nickelodeon's characters. Looks cool.
Pick a cat dog.
Far Cry 6 hits on October 7th. That's coming to PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. That's both PS4 and PS5, as well as Xbox One and Xbox Series. Far Cry 6. Halloween Kills, the most recent Halloween movie, is coming October 15th, straight to theaters. It's a Halloween movie. Succession, Season 3, October 17th, coming to HBO. One of these days, I'm going to get around to watching that series.
It's a good one.
Speaking of good series, Guardians of the Galaxy is coming to PC, Xbox One and Xbox Series, PS4, PS5, and Switch. It's coming to everything on October 26th. This is a Guardians game by Square Enix, and I think, is it Crystal Dynamics as well is doing this one? Yeah, so looks interesting. You get to play as Star-Lord, but not the Chris Pratt one. Antlers come to theaters October 29th. This is executive produced by Guillermo del Toro. Looks like a spooky, scary set in a rural town with Jesse Plemons and Kerry Russell. And it's got something to do with deer antlers as well, so looks creepy. Army of Thieves, the prequel to Army of the Dead, coming to Netflix October 29th. Follows Dieter, the wisecracking safecracker from Army of the Dead. Looks all right. And rounding it out, Mario Party Superstars, October 29th, coming to the Switch. Looks like a kind of a best hits of the Mario Party series.
64 specifically, I believe.
Oh, nice. So Mario Party Superstars looks like a lot of fun. Can't wait to play some more Mario Party. It's been a while. I think the last one I played was a Nintendo 64 one at Beer Geeks. So let's get to the juicy stuff, the stuff we should go around about.
Well, hold on. What?
What?
You're excited, super excited about?
Oh, sorry, you're right. Mike. You're the voice of reason on this pod. You really are.
I think Far Cry deserves a little more than just a.
You're right. I mean, I didn't even mention Giancarlo Esposito, our boy, Gus Fring.
I can't believe he didn't put Lamb on honorable mentions. Why is that in the longer discussion?
There's some questions. Yes, Kayla, there is some eyeballs in there a little bit, but
fine. Lamb is coming to theaters October 8th. It's an Icelandic horror movie that looks freaking awesome. Everyone should see it, despite Kayla's protestation. I think it's a psychological thriller horror type, a Midsommar, if you will.
I told you, I'm not into that.
So, Mike, what are you dying to talk about? Halloween Kills, probably, right?
I think we're kind of talking about doing some Halloween watching too. That franchise. We watched the Rob Zombie one.
That's a lot.
Recently, and it was and no, I mean Succession, man. I've been waiting for that shoe to drop, for them to release that. They filmed it a while ago already, I think. And man, it's a good show. Once you pop, you won't stop. You'll be watching it. Trust me.
Have they had any discussions on whether this is any sort of final season or anything else, or could you see this just continuing for several more?
I maybe one. If this isn't the final, then one more could be awesome for sure. I hope.
Yeah, it's tough getting into, I'm watching The Wire right now, and I'm safe because I know that ain't. I don't have to worry about more episodes coming out. I don't need another series.
Oh, it's fun! Come on.
I want to watch it. But I've just been super into limited series. That's a great concept nowadays. I mean, they're just putting them out there, and
it's the third season, Eric. You're acting like I'm asking you to watch One Piece or something here, man.
Those are hour episodes, right?
I think so, yeah.
And those are for adults.
No, fuck.
It's good, man. I think you both like it. It's fun. There's a lot of good characters on there.
I 100% know that I will like Succession. I know it.
Yeah.
Ryan, anything on the honorable mentions that you're dying to talk about?
No.
Oh,
not a damn thing.
Man,
Nickelodeon. Owen, our 8-year-old isn't listening to this, but he's getting that for Christmas.
Hey, Owen.
Nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. Can't wait to play it.
Yeah, it looks fun. It's a Smash Brothers, and it's Nickelodeon characters. It's like, of course.
Fun. They've got some fun additions in there. It's not just, SpongeBob, of course, and Timmy Turner and things like that, but they got like Powdered Toast Man and Helga from Hey Arnold and stuff like that.
That's a good pick.
Yeah.
I hope I hope it's successful and they could just mill that whole fucking back catalog. Like, Nickelodeon's got a bunch of good stuff,
Well, unfortunately, we're not going to get Quail Man from Doug.
Right.
Disney owns Doug now, so.
Oh, that's right.
It's a shame.
It'd be great if, like, maybe in the Disney deal they forgot, like, they didn't write in the small print, like, everyone, so that you'll get, like, the Beats or something will be in there.
Ooh.
Killer Tofu, like, it'll be great.
That won't be on the soundtrack. That stinks.
Ooey-oo, Killer Tofu, Can we get to the good stuff, guys? Can we do it?
Let's do it.
Right.
Let's do it.
Right.
I just thought, come on now.
He's the voice of reason, folks.
About this. He's gonna be upset. All right.
I had to cut Lamb off of the longer discussion. I did that in real time, folks.
We can talk Lamb.
We've talked enough.
I wouldn't watch it, but it's the last thing on my list.
Oh, well, the first thing on our list is Venom, Let There Be Carnage, coming October 1st to theaters. Hat tip to our good friend Aaron. You might know him from this very podcast. He let me know that they pushed this one up. It was on the 15th. Yeah. I think it's been moved every which way, back, forward, but it's coming out October 1st, and I expect it's going to do well, I think. I think it's a great October movie. The first one is fun, and it's Woody. Woody, our buddy Woody.
No, Eric has plans to watch this weekend, but he still thought it came out on the 15th.
You make a good point. You make a good point that, yeah.
We have plans to watch it this weekend.
You make a good point.
But I'm super excited. I want to watch it. I love Tom Hardy. I think he is the best Venom that I've seen, which isn't much to go off of, but definitely he just the fact that they are two as one and they're like back and forth is so good. Even in the previews, it just looks so fucking funny.
Yeah, the first one was very rushed, but it was he held it together like glue. He's such a powerful actor that, like, I don't know, I really don't think anyone else could do better Eddie Brock than him. I mean,
it's a great pick.
It's a great pick, and I hope someday if this happens that Holland and him get in a film together. That would be unreal. Yeah.
Thank you so much for bringing that up, Ryan, because I wanted to have that discussion a little bit. So there's a lot of smoke, man. Sony in their recent showcase for the PlayStation, they showed the Spider-Man sequel, the game Spider-Man 2 for PlayStation, and it looks like Venom is going to be in that game. They also recently made the decision to change the character model. Well, recently, I think it was over a year ago, but they changed the character model for their Spider-Man character in their video games to look a lot more like Tom Holland.
Oh, wow.
Now we've got this Venom movie, which they've pushed up so that it does not coincide whatsoever with the new Spider-Man movie. There was a lot of talk about that, man, they can't keep pushing Venom back. The studio, had a hard deadline of, well, for whatever reason, it could not.
Gotta see something.
It almost went into 2022.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the studio said, we can't do it. and there's a lot of smoke that
Weird.
we could have some sort of connection. What do you guys think?
I think it's Shang-Chi effect. They saw like, oh wow, that did really good in theaters. I think we need to hit it now while we have momentum. People want to go out, see things again. I don't know. That's my 2 cents, but who knows what really went down.
Fun, like, conspiracy theorist me thinks like Sony was playing hardball with the Spider-Man IP, a couple years back. Remember, there was like, he's gone, he's out of the MCU, and then the next day, oh, we worked it out, Who knows what kind of deals went down? Like, I don't know. Like, hey, we got to have access to Tom Holland for, Spider-Man versus Venom or whatever you want to call it. I don't know.
And they know they want it. Like, it's never been like really done well on film, So like, I don't know. Spider-Man alone gets crazy views on its trailers, so there's obviously money being made. It'd be dumb if they didn't do it.
Well, here's my wackadoo prediction. I say after credit scene in Venom, Eddie Brock's walking down the street, sees a news flash. Oh shit! Peter Parker is Spider-Man. He sees the Mysterio. Yes, that's my.
People's reaction to the mid-credit scene has been like the a face emoji, like oh wow shit. So we'll see.
Will see.
You think that Tom Holland has just like been locked up this whole time?
Yeah,
like, we know Tom Holland's not good at secrets.
Yeah.
Like, and this is like the biggest twisty, turny, secrety. I mean, I guess Endgame and Infinity War were still twisty, turny and shit, but like, I feel bad for him. I feel like he's got so much on him.
It's okay. He's got Zendaya.
Tom Holland bot.
I would be cool locked up with Zendaya.
He's got Zendaya to keep him down. Spoilers.
Oh,
true that. What a life. That'd be it.
Gosh. So that's Venom. Let there be carnage. We're gonna find out what's going on in this connected universe. Called it. It's gonna happen October 1st. Coming to theaters. On October 5th, we got on everything but Switch. So PC, Xbox One Series, and PS4 and PS5. We've got Alan Wake Remastered. This one's for me. I'm getting this one as soon as it comes out. Loved it the first time it came out. Kayla's never seen it, played it, anything. Really excited to show her it. Hopefully it holds up with a nice new coat of paint. Mike, I know you've played and enjoyed Alan Wake before. Ryan, yep. I don't know your
great game.
Yeah, you dig it?
Yeah.
I didn't get to play any of the Control DLC that had like Alan Wake in it. Yeah. So I don't know if I'm gonna. I guess I can't be missing anything because this game came out way before Control or whatever. But I did intend to check it out before like going back on Alan Wake. But
Control,
what a game! What a game, man!
Good game.
Control 2, can't wait. Or Alan Control, Witrol. Let's workshop this right now. No, it's all bad. It's all real bad. So Alan Wake Remastered coming October 5th to everything but Switch. Real excited for that one. Spooky scary, just in time. Speaking of time, No Time to Die, October 8th, coming to theaters. Daniel Craig's last go at James Bond. I have seen.
Damn time, shit.
Hey, yeah. This one's been in the hopper for a while. I've seen at least one film with every Bond, with every actor who has been Bond, and I think Daniel Craig's the best. I think he's just the most like visceral. He's the most like energetic and like athletic and just like I don't know, like
he's so stoic. He's like
he feels
stone.
Yeah, he feels like a James, like he could be a James, like he could be a James Bond. Other Bonds, they're kind of, I don't know, they weren't in the best shape for like a super secret agent, and I don't know. Like Pierce Brosnan, he looked smooth, like he can get a lady, but like I don't think he could like take on, I don't know. I don't think he could take on what's his face?
Craig?
Anybody.
No, the villain in GoldenEye.
Troublin'?
Oh man.
Sean Bean?
Yeah, I don't think he could like take on Sean Bean. Like no
Well, he had to
contact.
drop a whole satellite
Yeah,
on him.
it's true.
So,
It's true.
like,
Right.
Smarts and physique, it's you gotta have the whole package.
Craig's my favorite. I'm real
Craig's
looking forward
got
to.
the whole package.
Really
Yeah.
Khakis after sex kind of guy, I mean, strong.
Mike, you're not a Bond guy, I know, but you gonna
No.
give this one a chance?
Man, 2 years ago, I really wanted to watch this movie. I don't know. It's kind of my excitement level's fallen for it for sure, but I'd like to check it out. I like the whole hype around it and who's going to be the next Bond. And that's fun. It's fun to do. Let's do it here. Who's the next Bond? Who wants to start?
Internet saying Idris Elba.
I was
Love
gonna
it.
say I'll go boring and go
I don't
Idris
think it's gonna
Elba.
happen.
I'm watching The Wire. He's fucking wonderful in The Wire. So like,
what if it's Lance Reddick?
oh
Everything.
man, that dude does not age. That dude
He
does
does
not
not.
age. Holy shit, Lance
But-
Reddick 20 years ago in The Wire is exactly the same.
I've thought Henry Cavill, but I would truly rather
Same.
him. I literally, as we were in this podcast, I looked at Facebook. I'm not gonna lie, and I saw like Henry Cavill open to being a villain in Bond, and I was like, ooh, I would like
oh,
that
yeah.
more. I think I
Yeah.
would like him being a villain instead of like.
I'm with you on that. That sounds
Wow.
amazing.
I mean, he kind of already did that though in Mission Impossible, and he was
And
pretty good. but
I
like,
want him to have another chance to excel at it. He's a great Geralt, man.
Oh, season 3 already
Tell me-
renewed. He'll be doing
Tell
that.
me, Superman. I don't give a fuck. No, I don't care. No, but
My pick, we've talked about him already. It's Hardy. I want to see Tom Hardy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
solid
I want to
choice.
see what that is. What he probably
I'm
only
into
gets
it.
one movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
because it's gonna be weird. but
But
I don't see him as a Bond.
that's kind of. I wouldn't be against a couple of like if they just take the next 10 years and do it like this one's one. This is the project. There's multiple Bonds, and just kind of give them a couple bones and see who soars.
What do you guys think of Hiddleston?
Oh,
ooh, I like that. I like it. I changed my answer to Tom
Loki
Hiddleston.
Bond?
Yeah.
Loki Bond.
no, I could actually really see that. Like, hands down, better than anyone
Want
we
more
mentioned so far.
choices. I thought Ryan Reynolds, but
Well, he's got to be
I don't want
Gotta
gotta
be
be
British.
English. Yeah.
Yeah.
True, you're right. You're right.
Hiddleston, definitely. What about
I don't want Benedict.
what about Daniel Radcliffe?
No.
More
He's
like
rich.
Daniel Boringcliff.
I've never seen anything else other than Harry Potter that he's in, and like Swiss
Yeah.
Army Man. Right?
Yeah.
Is that what he's in?
Yeah.
The Woman
He's
in
a good
Black.
rom-commer,
Yeah.
Stick to some rom-commies, Daniel. You'll be okay.
Oh,
I need
man.
more suave out of my Bond.
Gary Oldman.
Yeah. Let's go older and older.
old ass Bond. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Uh,
Well,
What about that Ansel kid? Is that the kid? or the
Ansel
kid
Elgort?
from-
No.
What about the kid from the Kingsman? What's his name?
No.
That's
He's
not
a king.
Ansel,
He's
right?
Bond already.
it's
Taron
Taron
Egerton,
Egerton. Yeah.
Yeah, Egerton, yeah.
Man, I
Oh,
wish.
but I think he's Australian. But Joel Edgerton, from like Let Me In. Is that the movie you really like, Mike? The horror movie?
Yeah.
Where, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's real like weird. He's a real weird dude. He's in Green Knight as well.
Yeah. I was Dev Patel should be James.
Oh, Dev Patel. Man, that's a good one.
When you brought up Green Knight, made me anything.
Dev would be great.
So there we
Yeah.
go. One of those is going to be fun for sure. One of the ones we named.
Some of them are a little old, so I don't know.
I almost wish
Daniel Craig looks
mean-
like he's 50-something. He looks...
He is. He's
Right. And he
hard
looks...
as stone. He's aged like it as well.
Doesn't look like a young man.
You know, the wildest thing is he's been Bond for like close to going on what, like 15 years almost, and he's looked old for all 15 of them. Like, so he hasn't really aged. He just is like constant old
looks
man.
like stone.
Yeah, but yeah. Well, R.I.P. Daniel Craig. You were a fine Bond. Also on October 8th. For the Switch, Metroid Dread. Really excited about this one. I'm going to have to power through Alan Wake Remastered, or play this like a year later like I did with Hades. Either way. Mike, you're pumping fists over there, pumping iron.
Yeah, man.
think?
I mean, fans have been wanting a 2D style Metroid, a side-scrolling Metroid for a long time. That wasn't... I know Samus Returns came out a few, 4 years ago or whatever, but the Switch was just launching when that came out, and it really shot that game in the foot that it wasn't a Switch game. And yeah, this is the first, big dedicated Metroid game for Switch, and it looks real nice. I like the whole, clearing zones from danger with these, big robot enemies that are patrolling, the areas and stuff like that. Emmys, I think they're called, or something like that. And, yeah, I'm excited. Love a good Metroidvania, and this one, the title's in the genre, so,
Do the Metroid games usually have like different difficulty levels, or is it like standard?
Yeah, I think it's just your normal standard.
Yeah.
Are they difficult games? Get good games?
The original one is because there's no map.
Yeah, definitely it was hard.
But I mean, I think Hollow Knight is like the pinnacle of difficulty in that space, I think. So
Good, you heard it here first. I'm a pro gamer, folks.
Metroid is a lot more of just like the vibes and that isolation of just being Samus on some crazy planet, and just the loop of getting those upgrades and tracking back and being like, oh, that's how I can get to that spot now, I can get that upgrade, and I love that. I eat that gameplay loop up, so I'm excited.
You excited for this one, Ryan?
I've always loved the Metroid series, so yeah. I mean, I don't own a Switch, but I love to watch people play it.
Yeah, it might be a pretty decent Twitch game, honestly.
Yeah, I think so.
I heard someone on some podcast I was listening to. I don't remember. So sue me. But I heard, or their theory was that like the Emmys, the unkillable beasts, may not be throughout the entire game. That's the only thing that is turning me off a little bit. In all of the footage they've shown, it looks as though you're going to constantly have this robot kind of chasing you through areas, and at least their take on it was they didn't think that would be a for the complete game. Like that would maybe be a section or a planet, because you'll be moving to different areas, and that maybe once you're in a different area, you won't have to necessarily deal with the Emmys. Maybe there'll be something else that's constantly chasing you, but that mechanic of being constantly chased might not be the entire game, which I'd be into personally. It'll
probably be tied to an upgrade or something, or you can hack them or something like that, or I think there's some kind of invisibility mechanic like cloaking mechanic in the game as well. So some stealth Sammy in there.
Yeah, Mr. Stealth. Mr. Stealth, that's me. A game I'm sure to be mighty stealthy in coming October 12th, Back for Blood. This is the spiritual successor for Left 4 Dead, the Left 4 Dead series. This is coming day one to Game Pass. Also, it's going to be available on PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series. I am just tremendously excited, big fan of the Left 4 Dead games, and there's been a lot of games that have kind of done the same thing in recent years, and it seems like it's a genre that's not dying anytime soon. With there's been a bunch of announcements of new Left 4 Dead likes, but this one seems like they're just really trying to clone Left 4 Dead. They're going for that feel. It's from several of the developers, I believe, like people who have worked, on the original. So
and stuff.
Yeah, so I'm excited to play a game with my friends. I think I got maybe got you guys on board. I know Mike, you're probably going to be into this one.
Yeah, picking up definitely. I'm grabbing it for sure.
Game Pass. Yes.
PC though.
Oh well, there you go.
Yeah.
I gotta see if it's cross.
Crossplay.
Yeah, like cross
Maybe
crossplay. Hopefully. Well, if not, I'll play it on PC also. So, good old Game Pass Ultimate. Yeah, not much to say about that. It's gonna be basically the sequel for Left 4 Dead that we kind of all wanted. I think we'll see. I've been really raring to play one of those games again. Kayla, you played some Left 4 Dead back in the day, right? Yeah,
I did, and I am also excited. Truly for just the nostalgic purposes of it. I have fond memories with Left 4 Dead, so I'm excited.
Hell yeah! One of my greatest gaming memories is linking two 360s together with two TVs and playing like Left 4 Dead, like zombies versus the survivors, and so fun. So fun.
That does sound amazing. Let's figure out how to do that again. We'll just we'll like an Xbox One, a Series, a PC. We'll get them all. We'll get a LAN party going. Let's do it.
Daisy chain them.
October 12th, Back for Blood. October 15th, coming to theaters. The Last Duel. Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, our boy Kylo Ren. Who else we got in this one? The lady from I need to remember her name, but from Free Guy, she's getting a lot of buzz. But The Last Duel, by Ridley Scott. Come on, this is gonna be.
It looks so good.
Oh, it looks amazing, and first time hearing about this.
Oh man, Ryan,
you haven't seen any images? Oh my god.
Maybe it'll be good to go in blind, man. I don't know, but like,
maybe I'll do that.
That Damon mullet, man.
Oh, glorious.
The scars. It looks very good. I'm super excited.
Adam Driver's my dude. I have season tickets to Adam Driver.
Stole the words right out of my mouth. I just was thinking about how much I love him.
He's gonna
I belong to an Adam Driver fan page on Facebook, so it's a lot of fun.
Oh my god! First time hearing about this. Looks amazing. I'm just gonna go in cold. I'm not gonna watch anything. I just looked a couple screens.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. Ridley Scott.
It's a
one of two Ridley movies this year.
Is this theaters only? You said.
I think so.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Wear a mask and pick your seat. I think the picking your seat thing is great at the theaters, man.
Oh yeah.
I've been to the theaters through the pandemic, Black Widow release day, and still felt rather safe. Like, we're spaced out. Like, you can eat your popcorn and put your mask back on and sit there and not even notice it's on, You're spaced out. I still feel comfortable. I don't touch shit, But
I should say Jodie Comer is a wonderful actor, and she should have her due. I called her the lady from Free Guy earlier, and she deserves much better. So Jodie Comer, one of the main characters. But yeah, I mean, I love all of Ridley Scott's historical stuff. Love Alien. I love the dude, and some of the story was written by both Ben and Matt. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Wow.
This could be like the movie. It's definitely the movie I'm like most hyped for, and also could potentially be like the biggest like come down. The biggest disappointment. So, but I'm going into it full bore. I'm not like guarding myself in any way. I'm gonna give it.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was amazing. I mean, they work so well together, and they got Ridley Scott as a director. I don't know, man. I think it'd be fun if anything.
It's dream come true.
Mm-hmm.
All of it just is like mind-blowingly yes.
It's based like on a true story too, so that's fun.
Yeah, we didn't really talk about what the movie's is about, did we?
Well, Ryan did say he wanted to go in blind.
I want to go in cold. Don't spoil it for me, guys. I don't want to.
But yeah,
Gotcha.
That's very up there. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone listening, go see The Last Duel in theaters October 15th. You're probably not going to be disappointed. Oh. So I said The Last Duel is probably the movie that I'm most excited for. If it's not, then it's on October 22nd, just so happens to be my birthday. Dune. Dune is coming out to HBO Max and theaters. So this is an adaptation of the book called Dune, if you're familiar. It's been on the screen before. Apparently it's real bad. Haven't checked out the one from the 70s, I think it was. But
80s, I think.
Oh, okay. So
David
probably
Lynch
worse. Yeah. Lots of memes on that one. But let's go down the list, man. We got Timothée Chalamet, we got Oscar Isaac,
Zendaya.
we got Dave Bautista, right? Like, I mean, come on, it's
Jason
them all.
Momoa.
James Brolin, yeah, like it's everyone.
Ooh.
It's just
and Josh Brolin. I didn't know his dad James was.
You said Josh Brolin. You're right. Because you were correct, and I said James Brolin. Yeah, is James Brolin still alive? James Brolin is like 90 if he's still alive.
Posthumous.
Oh man.
He plays the sandworm, I think.
Oh, fuck.
It's even got Skarsgård, the senior Skarsgård, Stellan. It's got everyone. It just looks like he's really good. I like him a lot. Dr. Selvig in the Marvel universe.
They're like Swedish, right? They're not British.
They're from Norway, I think, maybe.
Norwegian.
So it's Star Wars, but with more sand, right? I mean, that's what Dune is. To tell you the truth, I know very little. Never read Dune, the book.
Multiple books, right?
Yeah. Well, right. I think there's might be 5 to 7 novels in the series. And never seen the original. But I'm just so hyped for this one. I don't know. It just looks real cool in the trailers. I don't know. It just looks like polished.
It's a movie I'm gonna have to see in theaters because I love Denis Villeneuve. This is work on like Blade Runner. It's one of my favorite films of all time. Like just the visuals alone, like in the way he does this, the scenes, the set pieces, just it's phenomenal. So definitely a theater film for me. The visuals are gonna be stunning. Yeah,
I echo Ryan. He's got Arrival, Prisoners, Sicario. Like, Denis, take me there, buddy. I might have to go out to a theater to see it too.
I didn't even think about that. I was just like, yeah, it's my birthday. HBO Max will be simple, but you're right. Like, it's got to be a theater
Big
movie.
Screen movie.
Damn.
It is. Okay. You always talk about going and seeing Dune in theaters on your birthday.
I do, but then it's just HBO Max, man. It's so easy. It's so
It's your
easy.
birthday. We're gonna be out. They have beer at the movie theaters now. It's gonna be great.
You're right. All right. It's the big 3-4. You know, you got to always celebrate the milestone ones. So,
Oh yeah,
those are the
time
big ones.
signature birthday. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Oh boy. So Dune, October 22nd, coming to theaters and HBO Max. On the same day, also coming to theaters, Wes Anderson is bringing all of Hollywood, just bringing all of Hollywood
literally.
to the French Dispatch. I brought it up. I brought up the cast list here. I've seen the posters, I've seen commercials for French Dispatch, and I'm still like, oh shit. That person's in it. That person. It's like Benicio del Toro, Adrian Brody, Tilda Swinton, Timothy Chalamet, Lea Seydoux, Franny McDormand, Jeffrey Wright, Bill Murray, Owen Wilson, Willem Dafoe,
Saoirse
Ronan, Elizabeth Moss, Gerard Depardieu, Christoph Waltz. Yeah, Christoph Waltz is in this movie. Edward Norton.
I was excited for Gerard. I mean, one of the Three Musketeers is up
Liev Schreiber. Everyone.
Wow.
Like, it keeps going. I could go on
Even
for
say Jonah Hill.
I don't think I did. No,
that's a lot.
No, that's what's his face's mother? That's Adrian, right? Maria Shriver?
No. Liev Schreiber.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Sabretooth.
Yeah, Sabretooth of Sabretooth fame. Oh boy. I've never seen a single Wes Anderson film.
Man.
Hit me up on Twitter, guys. It's okay. But what's your excitement level for this one, Mike? I know you're of the West crew.
Oh, I'm a West head. Yeah.
West Side.
I was super pumped for Isle of Dogs, which came out a couple years ago. It was his second animated feature. Didn't love it, I'm glad to see him back to live action, back to just being. You watch the trailer, it's just cozy. His movies are just fucking cozy, man. He has a list of players. He's got a fucking football team now compared to what he normally has.
Oh my God, it's insane.
Bill Murray's always there, of course. You got your Wilson brothers and such. And I believe this one is more vignettes kind of style from what I've heard. It's not really just an overall plot. It's just kind of covering this underground newspaper called the French Dispatch, and super excited. Can't wait.
Sounds fun.
It's an event for me to see a new West movie.
I'm excited.
You mean a new Gerard Depardieu movie?
Yeah, hell yeah! I need some Gerard in my life, man. What best last name in all of Hollywood and French Hollywood.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Yeah, it's good. I kind of like Seydoux. Lea Seydoux. That's a good one.
No, that's half a Depardieu.
Well, no.
I like it.
To all our French fans, I apologize.
Hansu's good too. Jaimin Hansu.
Oh, that's a good one.
Hansu.
That's just a good name. It's a strong ass name.
Next bracket, best names. There we go. Boom.
I think might be up there. Anya Taylor-Joy, the star of October 29th, Last Night in Soho, coming to theaters, rounding out our list.
And that was the podcast, folks. We don't need to.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah. Ryan needs to go into this one also, just completely blank. So it's about Soho. Last Night in Soho by Edgar Wright. Looks creepy as fuck. starring Anya Taylor-Joy of just everything right now. What's everyone's? I'm over the moon for this one. This was also supposed to come out on my birthday, so I was thinking of doing a Dune Last Night in Soho double feature at one point. I'm actually happy I don't have to do that because that sounds exhausting. But what are you guys thinking? The trailers are super fun. I've really dug them.
I don't know what's going on in this one. I don't know.
Part of it.
It's interesting that it's from Edgar Wright. I don't know. His movies tend to have more comedic music style to
a little
them.
Zany, yeah.
This one's different. It's like a Guillermo del Toro kind of PTA vibes going on in it a little bit. So who knows? I always go into an Edgar Wright movie hoping to like it a lot, and I normally don't ever. But I hope it's awesome for you, buddy.
Oh, thank you so much. I super dig Edgar Wright, and I love his visual style. Even if like I'm a little higher than you are on his stuff, but maybe
No, you're
not as on his stuff.
That's
but I love the idea of him doing a more like straight horror movie because I just love his visual style, and I feel like the needle drops are gonna be fun, like the music is gonna be good, I imagine, and I have no idea what's going on in any of the trailers, so
I don't know. I don't know much of the cast either. I don't know really.
I'm blanking on
other than Matt Smith. Other people I'm not really too familiar with.
Who's the main lady again, Eric? I'm blanking on
Thomasin McKenzie, apparently.
Thomasin.
McKenzie. How you pronounce that name? That's
what is
name.
She from? I don't recognize the name, but I know I
remember Jojo Rabbit.
Ew.
Right.
Remember the girl?
Yes.
That's her.
Yes. Ah, Jojo.
Interesting.
Let's talk about Jojo.
All right, let's watch it. Let's watch it again.
Jojo cast. I'm ready.
Oh man,
so good.
I didn't know. We're talking cast. Diana Rigg is in the movie as well. Probably her final role.
The Beasley twins are in it too. Well, the Phelps twins, rather.
I see that.
Wow. So that would be her last performance, though, Eric. Right? She passed away.
I would have to say she died last year around like this time. I think so.
So was this delayed?
Everything was, probably.
Like in a big way?
I don't know. I mean, I've been hearing about it for a long time. I don't know when it like got a release date. Like finally, they may have held the release date for a while. I had like heard of it for a while, but then there were like no trailers. There was no like real buzz or anything aside from just like listen to movie podcasts and stuff like that. But
I love Diana Rigg though. She steals the show. Whatever I've seen her in.
God, she was a foxy lady in her time.
Oh yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Agreed.
But so that is our October episode, folks. Was there anything I missed? Mike, you're always good for just getting me, getting me.
Get him, Mike. Get him.
No. Hey, if I'm Stat Boy, then I think you nailed it. No.
Oh man.
You did it. You did it, Wilbon.
Oh, thank you. Oh, love the reference. Speaking of PTA. So this was our What's Coming Up in October episode. As I said, October is stacked. We had to kind of go through this one a little bit faster than we normally do, but I think we hit everything that's important. So now it's your guys' job to go out there, watch everything, play everything, and let us know how it is on like Monstars or something. Hit us up. Send us some memes. before we get out of here, I want to talk a little bit about what's coming up for the podcast. So we're getting into October now. This will be the fourth quarter of the year. And we've been doing this since February. So this is fun. We're really, we finished the bracket of nonsense and we got a lot of fun plans for the rest of the year. Definitely near the very end of the year, we want to do our best of lists. So we're going to figure out a way to make that fun and gamified. And we're going to do some, top 5 lists or something like that for best ofs. Got some spooky, scary things planned. I'd like to have a spooky, scary draft because it's October. So we're going to be drafting horror movies and games and television shows on an episode coming up.
Ooh, that's going to be fun.
Yeah, and we've got a lot of cool stuff coming up for the rest of the year in terms of all the things that we like. So we're going to do an episode of our most anticipated things for the rest of the year. So it'll be very similar to our monthly episodes where we break down what's coming up in the month, but we're going to break down what's coming up the rest of the year. So that will be our next episode of the podcast, will be what's coming up the rest of the year that's getting us excited. That's what you got in store for you guys. We got a lot more. It's all going in here in this brain. You guys can't see me. I did a gesture. But thank you for listening to episode 48 of The Machine of Nonsense. We covered October in full. Nothing was missed whatsoever. I ask you, as always, check us out on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We have a Facebook fan group called Monstars. We put up polls. You guys answer those. It's great. Let's keep that going. If you want to drop us a line, you can do that on socials, or you can go to anchor.fm/machineofnonsense and leave us a voice message. We'd love to hear from you, and we will put you on this podcast. Episode 48 is wrapping up. I was your host, Eric. I was joined by Kayla, Mike, and Ryan. Hope you have a great October. We're saying goodbye.
Spooky
Gonna get you.
season.
See ya. Bye-bye.